A sailor went to sea to see what he could see. But all that he could see was the bottom of the deep blue sea. Good morning, friends. I am your teacher, Miss Londell. It's so great to see you this morning. I hope you're feeling well and rested. Today, again, is Friday, April 3rd, 2020. And our wonderful word of the week is a big, long word. Let's clap it. Aerodynamic. Say it with me. Aerodynamic. Aerodynamic. That is how many syllables? Right on. Well, today our morning message goes along with a poem we are going to read. Let us say our morning message. Repeat after me. Boats and ships move cargo quickly. Let's say it again. Boats and ships move cargo quickly. We're going to repeat it again. I'm going to underline the words and you count them with me. Boats, one word, and two words. Ships, three words. Move, four words. Cargo, five words. Quickly. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. One more than 5 is 6. We have 6 words in our sentence for our morning message. Now today we're going to focus on the letter Y. Y can say y as in the word yacht. There's a picture of a yacht. It's a type of boat. Now, if my 17-year-old son was here, he would be like, I definitely would like to get on that yacht because it has some fishing poles on it, Mom. So we have been talking about how we can be mobile, how we can travel, and have adventure. We have been taking those imaginary trips and traveling. Some of you remember ways that we can travel. We can travel by bus. You're right. We can travel by car. Yes. And some things travel through the air. An eagle is aerodynamic because it can travel through the air. What is this? A pelican is aerodynamic because it can also travel through the air using what? Yep, its wings. Now this one has wings, but it's man-made. What is this called? Yep, an airplane. We also have helicopters. Helicopters also can travel through the air using air and motion. We've talked about, what is it? Yes, a train. Yesterday we talked about Engine 99. And if you've ever been to Trinity Park, they also have trains for kids sometimes at the parks or zoos or amusement parks. Well, today, since we're focusing on another way to travel, and you see this yacht, we are focusing on things that travel not by land, but by water. So, I'm going to read to you a poem about the ocean, because we would need water in order to travel on a yacht. We would need water in order to travel in a boat. So one great big body of water is called the ocean. And this is a great poem. It ties in with rhyming words, and we've been working on rhyming words. So I want you to listen as I say the poem listen for words that rhyme. I Love the Ocean by Pam Shiller. I love the ocean. I love the sandy shore. I love the seashells rolling on the ocean floor. Shore rhymes with what? Yes, it rhymes with floor. Now the floor of the ocean would be like the bottom, just like you walk on the floor in your house. I love the taste of salt in the air. I love the feel of nary a care. I love the thought of sand in my hair. Tangled and wet, I really don't care. Wow, there's a lot of words that rhyme there. In that stanza, air rhymes with, yes, with hair, or I really don't care. I love the sight of gulls in the sky. I love the sound of waves rushing by. I love the patterns of shells on the beach and the little sea creatures just out of my reach. Can you think of two words that rhyme? I want you to take just a second and think, what could rhyme with sky? Yep, by. And what could rhyme with beach? What am I doing? Yes, reach. I love the ocean floor from sunrise to sunset. I make lots of memories I will never forget. Wow, I love that. I love making memories. I hope you're making memories at home with your family, just like we've made some great memories here at June W. Davis. And I want to say, I miss you. I wish you well. But we're also going to continue learning, so hold on. Hold your horses. Don't go anywhere. It's not time to say goodbye just yet. So I was looking through my repertoire and I realized there is kind of a poem that could also be a song, and I love songs. You know how much I love songs. So first of all, I want you to know what is in the poem. What is that? Wow, that's a big cruise ship. Well, that's the best picture of a ship I could find. So I want you to think of a huge ship and the cargo. Think of the things it could carry. Now, a cruise ship can carry lots of people, but it has to have food to feed the people and beds and like hotel rooms for people to sleep in. This is a cruise ship. Now, in our poem, this ship carries cargo mainly. Things that you and I might want from the other side of the world, or we would want them shipped to us. That's where the word shipped came from. We ship things across the ocean sometimes. Now, I am going to say the poem, and I might hold up an item that they had on the ship. I saw a ship a-sailing. I saw a ship a-sailing on the sea. And oh, it was laden, carrying pretty toys for me. It was carrying what? Toys for you and me. Cool. There were comforts in the cabin and apples in the hold. A hold is a place in the ship where they carry things. The sails were made of silk, so the sails are these. They help them travel through. It catches the wind and pushes them. So this ship had sails. The sails were made of silk. And the mast, that means the poles that hold the sail. See the pole? The masts were made of, what is that? Gold. Wow, that's really cool, isn't it? Do you see that? That's gold on top. and there were 24 sailors. Wow, there's 24 of us in our class. So 4 and 20 is going to be 24. There were 24 sailors that stood between the decks with 24 white mice. Now this is one mouse, but more than one would be mice. There were lots of mice on this ship. Ooh. And with those mice, it says, had chains around their neck. Chains around their neck. The captain, now listen to this. The captain was a duck. He was a duck. He was the captain. The captain was a duck with a packet on his back. And when the ship began to move, the captain said, what did he say? Quack, quack. Yes, so instead of the train whistle, hoo-hoo, the captain would go, what? Quack, quack. Yes. Can you name a few things that they had as cargo on that funny ship? Yep, they had mice. They had mice with chains around their neck. And the mast was made of gold. Pretty cool. There were lots of toys to hold. There's the mice. And they had apples to eat. Wow, and they had some really cool treats. So I want you to just listen again. This is a poem, and think about maybe what kind of song this sounds like. Maybe something you're familiar with. I saw a ship a-sailing on the sea, and oh, it was all laden with pretty toys for you and me. There were comforts in the cabin and apples in the hold. The sails were made of silk, and the masts were made of gold. The 24 sailors that stood between the decks were 24 white mice with chains around their neck. The captain was a duck and with a packet on his back. And when the ship began to move, the captain said, you know what? That reminds me of another song. I saw a ship a-sailing on the sea. And oh, it was all laden with toys for you and me. There were comforts in the cabin and apples in the hold. The sails were made of silk and the masts were made of gold. The 24 sailors that stood between the decks were 24 mice with gold chains around their necks. The captain was a duck with a packet on his back. And when the ship began to move, the captain said, quack, quack. Yes. Well, wasn't that cool? Poems can also be songs. We're going to end our lesson by singing another song. So, I have another song because this guy is looking for his dear, sweet Bonnie, and she's on the other side of the ocean. I want you to think about how he could bring his Bonnie back to him, because there's a huge ocean in between him and his love. So I want you to sing the song if you know it, and think, what kind of transportation could bring Bonnie back to him? Here it goes. My Bonnie lies over the ocean. My Bonnie lies over the sea. My Bonnie lies over the ocean. So bring back my Bonnie to me. Bring back, bring back my Bonnie to me, to me. Bring back, bring Oh, bring back my Bonnie to me.
Oh, blow ye the winds o'er the ocean, and blow ye the winds o'er the sea. Oh, blow ye the winds o'er the ocean, and bring back my Bonnie to me. Bring back, oh, bring back my Bonnie to me, to me. Bring back, oh, bring back my Bonnie to me. The winds have blown over the ocean, the winds have blown over the sea, the winds have blown over the ocean,
So
brought back my
Bonnie to me. He's happy.
Bring back, oh, bring back my Bonnie to me, to me. Bring back, oh, bring back my Bonnie to me.
Now, how can he get his Bonnie back to him? How does she get there? Over the ocean. Yep, she could have taken a ship. That's right. Or sailed in a sailboat. But how else could she have come across the ocean? Oh, kind of like a bird. She could have used aerodynamics. What about an airplane? Wow. We use airplanes a lot more nowadays to go over the ocean than ships because it doesn't take as long. Now, I was thinking of that song and I was thinking, bring back my class to me. I miss you guys. I hope you have a great day and know that we all miss you very, very much.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel.
Don't forget to subscribe.